Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources. This is version 1, the rise of Cornoe, our nation, our future industrial and economic powerhouse, the glorious nation of Cornoe. Nation state, I would say. Now, okay, so what are we going to do in this episode? Yes, in the last episode, we planned out, give ourselves a rough guideline of what our planning is going to look like. We will continue to look a little bit at what this infrastructure corridor needs to be. We'll probably need to loop something around this way as well, probably hug there and come straight down here. So we might have a bit of an interchange in this area to do that, an interchange of sorts in here to provide access to these areas, and then have a look at that. But we'll get to that. What we're actually going to do in today's episode, we're going to start our very first industry, and for the purposes of this playthrough, it'll be clothing. It'll be fabric and clothing. So we will have a bit of a look at that. But before we do that, let's give our construction crews a little bit of work. So we're working on this coastal expansion. Let me just clear this out. I still don't read a lot of these messages. At least now you know the super critical ones are in red. Now, in the last episode, we did see that we had a massive drop in terms of our population. Now, that only really started in the last couple of months, month or two. Yeah, okay. And I think it was due to escapes. Escapes have been, was it due to escapes? Actually, we had a bit of a higher death rate as well. Our death rate is definitely going up. Our birth rate is dropping. Interesting. Birth rate is dropping, death rate is going up, and the escapes. And so that must mean that our health isn't looking too good. It does say that it's getting better. But if we have a quick look at where we've got, where we're close to pollution, like over here, what's our health look like? 95, not bad, 98. So that one is probably the closest to this one and is resulting in a little bit of issues. This one is fine. So we won't build any housing any closer to that. But I do think we could hug this shoreline over here a little bit if we need to. If we have a look at this area, 99, 98, that's pretty good numbers all around. And our clothing quality is pretty good too. People are generally fairly happy. No access to pubs, but that's something we're kind of by design. Now, we talked in the last episode a little bit about the pollution over here, and one of the things that we'll do is build something to monitor that. But as you can see here, our health is in fact dropping a little bit more significantly. So these two, and then it's slowly getting better as we move further away. So these two might be a little bit close to this. So what I do want to do, I think we now have the pollution monitor, right? Where do we... I can't remember where to find it, to be honest. Honestly, I really can't remember where to find... over here. Okay, so we've got a pollution monitoring station. I believe we should be probably building one. Maybe fairly central, actually. I think this spot here could be a pretty good location. It'll give us pollution monitoring for the town in general. We'll do that. There's a spot there. We're not going to use that for anything else. We'll put a little mud road to access it, and so the crew should start building it, and then we can actually monitor what this is potentially doing to our pollution situation. Okay. We will continue to asphalt these main roads. So this is pretty close. We have a bit of an issue. Okay, let's have a look. So we should have, we've got 2 water vehicles. We're only using one. So I'm thinking what we do is we move this guy over there. And ultimately, this guy's basically coming to drop off some water to one of these facilities here. Right? The asphalt plant. Bringing drinking water to the asphalt plant. Even though the asphalt plant has sufficient drinking water. Probably just topping it up a little bit, right? Oh, barely doing anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move this guy over to our depot as well. And I'm going to get rid of this facility here. We want to try and close out these free ones as best we can. So, because we don't need that anymore, because we now have our own water system running. That is still required. So but what I want to do is just make sure that if we asphalt up some of these areas, honestly, what the hell? Can I just switch that off? There has to be. There was a road here before. Sometimes this is a little painful. Really? Is it? How can we not get that access? That is really... I mean, there's more than enough space in here. We should be able to really get it through there. I don't know why this is such a pain. Really? Nowhere. Oh. Come on. Well, we actually need it longer, right? So really, this is a bit of a bummer. Okay, so I think the alternative is we'll do this. What a challenge. At least we seem to be making that work. Ah, there we go. So we'll do that. That should provide us access. That's just going to be painful to get it done. But anyway, we will continue to asphalt these. We should be fine. I don't think we'll have snow. We just want to try and do this as quickly... No. As quickly as we can. But yeah, that's going to be quite tedious to get done. But these are already included. So that one is a bit of a problem. But anyway, they'll be blocked in for now. Let's get that going. Is this one done? This one is done. So they can make a start on this straight away. Excellent. I like the fact that they've decreased the darkness of the night. So at least we can play in the night and it's not the end of the world. But at least all of this is moving. Okay. What else do we need to do? I don't think we need workers here just yet. So let's decrease our workers here until such time as we improve the situation. And to be honest, we could probably do a little something like that. Okay. And just assign it to our local distribution, which is something that we need to build. Now, I would like to build it in there, ultimately. I would really like to build it in there. So, yeah, we can, to be honest... Oh, sorry, let me just finalize what we're doing here. We don't need this anymore, right? We've closed that out. So now these are connected, so just one big section that needs to be built. So they will make a start on these, I'm pretty sure, right? Why are you not being assigned? Assign some construction? Yeah, there we go. Okay, it did find a way. It did find a way. So it'll... Oh, yeah, there. They're already starting. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we should have it done by winter before this guy gets in place. And then we can just continue that road through there. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Absolutely fine. Now, we need to replace this at some point, but it was probably not quite the right time yet. We can start building some of these. Local distribution, we will... I think also just assign you here and make sure that you are getting the necessary stuff incorporated here. So when we actually make it work, it'll work. Okay, we also want a little bit of a bus station. These guys can actually walk to the other bus station. So I'm thinking we don't need this section either. I just want to make sure that as we now plan stuff out, we're doing it properly. Yeah, so that's okay. That can do its trick there. We will have a little bit of stuff to deal with. Pollution warning. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, we've got it. Okay, hang on. This is new. View actual pollution. Okay, so here we can see we're definitely getting pollution from this guy. So this guy is getting pollution. Over here, we're really not seeing the pollution from... Oh, but it's not winter, so we'll have to come back and have a look. Maximum pollution, 96. Notify above 50. Average pollution is 6. So do we... And then the radioactive stuff, maximum radiation, average radiation. Is that what we're measuring? And we'll notify if above. Okay. So, wow, there's a maximum pollution somewhere. I'm assuming this is in this area, right? I wish it would have given you a little bit of something. Is there now maybe an overlay? Let's have a quick look. Is there a pollution overlay? Can't see a pollution overlay, even if we have the... Yeah, I really can't see a pollution overlay anywhere. Yeah, so unfortunately we do not have that. We've got this. Whoa! What? Ah, that's interesting. So the average health of people living here is not that. So that's interesting. It's a little weird. I didn't know. And then here, okay, so we are seeing a little bit of issues from pollution. Okay, so definitely that the comment, well worth it, and we'll need to probably do something in the future. Not going to worry too much about it right now. What we need is, let's quickly plan out a little bus station so that we have a little something to work off of. This is just a bus stop. I would like a bus, a bit more of a bus platform. Probably just a small one is okay. And the idea is probably something like this, really. Yeah, I like it. That's fine. So we'll do that. Move a little closer. No, we cannot. It'll have to be a bit of a squiggle like that. And we'll get it to be built like so. And on this side, however, we will probably just gravel the road. No, let's asphalt it. We're asphalting roads now, so let's asphalt that one, and what we'll ultimately do is asphalt that section also. Okay, so there's a little bit going on over there in terms of getting the next steps going. Any other needs? Yeah, probably a clinic, so let's get a clinic going before we get too far involved, and we'll need to get some waste management happening here as well. Okay, so where would we find a clinic? Somewhere over here. Yeah, I'm just wanting a fairly smallish clinic. I don't want anything too sizable. That's probably a little bigger than I'm after. There we go. A small clinic. A small clinic, I think, is okay. I'm going to leave this area open right here, just to make sure that we have room for a warehouse if we in the future wanted to do that. Oh, I need to I need to bear in mind heating. So we're kind of getting to the edge of heating. So we may have to run a little something else to this area as well. Probably worth doing that also at this stage. But for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and squeeze in our clinic over here. We didn't get the heating, but the heating will have to come through this way anyway. So give me a small heating exchanger. Oh, don't pause the game. Everybody should be busy working. Do we have a small heating exchanger? No, we only have the one. Oh, hang on. We have just a walkable one. I think probably this area, as part of our utilities right here, is the right spot for it, to be honest. So let's do that. That should give us reach to whatever we are still expanding in this area. So let's get that one going. And then I think that should be sufficient. Actually, let's pause that construction just for a minute. So we quickly just check our heating pipes. And we're going to go the underground variety, because it retains heat a little bit more. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to run it like this. So we'll do that, and we will make a start on that heating line. That's excellent. So that will happen, and in that case we can continue our construction over here. And the other thing that we needed to do was just get our water pipes in place over here. So let's quickly have a look. What do we have? We've got a splitter there. We wanted to run something on this side. And we probably need yet another splitter, maybe somewhere over here. So let's grab another water splitter. Always add more splitters. If you think you don't need them, but absolutely always add more splitters, because you will you will ultimately need them. So we'll get the one in there. We'll get the large pipe and we'll run it like so. We could probably add another splitter right over here somewhere. Actually, let's quickly see. If we were to run this, is that... Ooh. So we'll have to close it off at this kind of area roughly. So I'm thinking another splitter as well. So give me one more splitter kind of over here. I do like a little corridor for some stuff. So I'm going to do another splitter right over here. So there's room to go down if we needed to. But we'll probably need a pump to do that. So let's just do that. And then what we'll do is we'll grab a pipe from here. No, let's... we want to potentially do extend that. So let's do something like this. And, oh, it actually does go underneath it. There we go. And we'll make a start on that one as well. And then what we'll do is we'll do that and we'll make a start on that one. Excellent. There we go. These items are being built, so I like it. Okay, excellent. So I think that should do the trick. Let's just get these things connected so people can actually build them. Yeah, that should do the trick. All of this is all connected. Perfect. Okay. There are construction activities underway, and we can now start planning out the next steps of our industry. So what we don't want to do is build in this general area because we have oil practically all the way from this road to the hill wrapping around there. So maybe towards the back there. Let's close this one down, have a bit of a look at the oil pump jacks, just to kind of give ourselves an indication of where it actually is. So it's not up here. It is actually in this area here. So considering that, yeah, we're not going to be able to make use of this one, but we may be able to make use of this if we're not going to run the rail through it. So what I'm thinking, ooh, it's in the foothills. So we could either run the rail. I think we should run the rail. We should probably try and run the rail by hugging that mountain there. So what I'll do, I'm just going to move our little pathway for planning's purposes to that side. And we'll do a little something like that. And then what we'll do is we'll clean it out on this side and on this side. So we leave ourselves a little bit of room for picking up some of that. We're still gonna I'm thinking we move it even further. Okay, let's go. Let's move it even further away. Come on. There we go. Another pollution warning. It's the same one, I would imagine. But I do like the fact that we're now getting these warnings. There we go. So if we do that, we are going to need to figure out how we kind of do this. But I'm thinking we're going to hug that area. This is where we're going to be putting our depot and the like. So we may have to see how we deal with that. But generally speaking, we should be able to get the rails through there. Let's have another quick look at this area. We may be able to get one working over there. Even these ones, you're just going to probably miss out on that. We can get these. Yeah. Now we're okay. We can get these and put up our own, our very first. So this area here might be a good spot for us. We don't have the oil refinery yet, right? But I think I've got a modded oil refinery, a small one. Let's just see, oil refinery. Really, I don't have the oil refinery. Go back, say refinery. I thought I had one. Refine. Oh, there it is. There it is. I can't. I need to. But anyway, that should be able to fit somewhere in here potentially, and give us access to our first a little bit of fuel, locally produced fuel. So all I want to do is make sure that we're not negating that, right? Let's just finally check. Yeah, so none of this area is problematic. So what we need to do is effectively just make sure that we've got our little path connected here. Okay, so that's kind of our rail corridor, and which can tie into whatever this corridor is or not, but it'll have to go under or over this one. It can cross this one at grade. I'm assuming our levels are okay, so it can just cross it at grade there. That should be fine. Okay, so with that in mind, if we say that is our rail corridor, and we may want to continue expanding some people over here, I don't think we'll have significant numbers. Maybe just a few more over here. Maybe we won't plan for more population on this side. We're expanding over here, so we should be fine. We don't want this town to be kind of significantly larger than it is at the moment. Maybe up to about 5,000. So we should be able to get that working in this area. Maybe a handful of extra things on this side. But then generally speaking, this area should be okay for us to start planning out. So I'm thinking our clothing industry can be over here. So we could even export towards that side from this area. Okay, so if we're using this area for our clothing industry, we will need to run... now, we have these power lines, and we will need another... kind of splitting off substation over here of some sort. So let's quickly maybe start off with that, provide ourselves a little bit of extra power, and we might push it further away. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to expand this road. Give me, yes, there we go. I'm just going to expand this road. We'll keep it down at the hill's edge here. And then we'll maybe run it up like so. Just a reasonable run up there. And we'll go down there. Okay, so let's do that. We'll expand that a little bit. I want to build a bridge across here. So that as we expand to this side, it's fine. But I think that's a reasonable little road connection to make a start with. So let's do that. Okay, now that we've got that in place, where will we put our power that we're importing at the moment? So I'm looking for a pass-through substation. That's pretty pricey, these things, actually. 42. Where's our substation? What is this substation? Power transformer. It gives me this. If we do... Hang on. If we do a splitter, a high voltage switch... Yeah. This is the better solution here. Okay, so let's do, we'll hug this road connection. Let's get rid of that for the time being. We'll hug this road connection right over here. Okay, we'll hug that, and what we'll do is we'll bring the high voltage cable down like so. I'm actually fine for us to make a start on that, if they can get to it, of course. What we will do is we will tie in over here. Oh, we probably need to check we're not doing anything here. So let's get the next set of research going there. And on this side, oh, we're not doing anything over here either. Okay, so we did the pollution, right? Now, metallurgy is the next one. We can do pollution filters, but I think metallurgy, waste management, all of these things is stuff that we want. Waste separation is something we want as well. It's not important just yet. Bauxite purification methods, not important. Introduction of broadcasting. Concrete utilization is something we actually may use first. Let's quickly have a look. If we look at the research, concrete utilization, gives us prefab construction. Yes, that's the one. And grand monuments. Less important, the grand monuments. Pollution filters, pollution filter prototype, and pollution filter installation. So I'm going to go down that path as well. We want to go down that path. Definitely want to go down that path. And we want to do this as well. Forest study. Forest management and ecology. I think we don't need that just yet, but it's definitely something worth looking at. Okay. Let's do concrete utilization so that we can get to these improved facilities. So concrete utilization study. Please make a start on that. Get that moving. Okay. Don't pause it. Don't pause it all the time. Because we're actually building a lot of stuff at the moment. Okay, so we've got this connected, so these guys will work. We also then need to get ourselves a bit of a substation. We're just going to do this standard substation over here. Okay, and I think, so what if we are, okay, here, this is more industrial. So if we're saying we want 2.4, let's just go with 2.4. So that's 4.8, 4.8, and 4.8. So that's 12, 13.6, right? Oh, no, plus a 0.8. So 14.4. So 15 is what we basically need. We don't have that in this, but we'll go ahead and get that all connected up over there as well. This is starting to happen, so that's cool. We do need a little bit of a road here, so we will connect it up probably like so that all of this can maybe start getting a little bit of action. Okay, now with that in mind, we have a pretty flat surface to deal with over here. Now, let's have a look. Our clothing industry will need a fabric factory. Now, the fabric factory, pollution warning, our fabric factory will generate 5 tons of fabric from 20 tons of crops and a little bits of other bits and pieces. Okay, it doesn't generate too much pollution. Then the clothing factory will use 2.4 tons of fabric to generate 1.2 tons of clothing and generate even less pollution. Okay, so basically it's a 2-to-1 ratio. I'm not going to do the perfect math on these things, but we're gonna set up a 2-to-1 situation here. Now, we will, we might move these things a few times. So let's say we're going to do that. Oh, actually, yeah. If we do that, right, there's 2 things that we need to do. We need 2 warehouses. We're going to buffer all the sides, right? How much crops is this? 160 tons of crops. How much does this use? Let's just go back and have a quick look. This uses 20 tons of crops. So that's a few days worth of crops, basically. I think that's okay. I don't think we need to do substantially more, considering we're only, we'll have chemicals in there too, I think. Okay, well, let's just get storage in place. So what other options do we have? This is pretty minimal. That's pretty minimal too, actually. Let's see about that one. Yeah, let's do this one. Give ourselves a little bit of room there. Actually, probably something like this. Let's make a start with that. Okay, and now we'll do the clothing. So that's just inbound. Then we'll have probably another one, kind of somewhere over here. Comfortable with that, and then we need 2 clothing factories and yet another warehouse. So we may have to move it just a tad because it's getting a little tight in this area. Okay, so where's our clothing factories? Yeah, not too bad actually. So we could do one over here, and one like this, and then another warehouse, right? And do we tie this into the rail station? Potentially. So if we wanted to say what kind of a warehouse we would have, we just need to bear in mind that people would actually need to come and work at all of these places. But I think if we have a bus station over here, it should be fine. Let's just get another warehouse. So we want a warehouse that actually has a rail connection. Apart from like that one is I just don't like that one. That's too long. These don't have rail. Yeah, none of these have rail. These that have rail is grain storages. Or I have this modded variety here. But to be honest, that's probably, let's just go with the default one. This will work if we can get the rail connection. The rail connection is probably better off doing something like this. So that we could do that, right? But that's going to be problematic from a rail connectivity point of view right over here. So, but I think it's okay. Maybe we push it in a little bit. We should be able to. Yeah. That's fine. That'll actually work. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, I like it. I don't mind this one. Oh, we could, hang on. If we do this, all right? I just want to check something. If we do that, all right? And we just want to see. I'll get there. It's a little tight, but I like it. Honestly, I like it. I'm going to leave it there, and then out here. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, we're going to do that. Cancel all of this, but I'm happy with our areas there. So there we go. This is our very first area. What we still need here is a bus stop. So let's grab ourselves a bit of a bus stop. And basically, we will need this bus stop to provide workers to all of these areas. But I think we're more than comfortable with our walking distances here. We won't be able to tie. Oh, we can. Just thinking about it, we can just tie walking through here. We will have to cross the rail eventually, but anyway, we should be able to deal with both. So we'll get our bus station over there. We will link this in, and what we'll do now is we'll actually just start building with asphalt straight away, because these things will in fact need a bit of asphalting. We will run our road in here. Like so, I think is fine, and then we'll link those up later. Let's get cracking on those construction items. So that's our area here. What I want to do is let's get the factory connections in. So we want a factory connection that does this. What? Oh, hang on. Factory connection that does this, and then we'll turn it around. This then goes in there. This one, no. That won't actually work then. Anyway, we will get the rail out on that side. So let's I missed that one. That one and this one and this one and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate we're going to have to do this. Yeah, so we won't be able to get the rail through on that side. I thought I had it. I thought I had it. Okay, let's do this. I don't think... Yeah, this warehouse could be quite used. So we will provide a direct connection there. We'll provide a direct connection here, though I don't like... Generally, I wouldn't want to do that. And we'll get a direct connection over here. Generally, I want these to kind of go off their internal roads. But anyway, that's fine. Let's tie on all of those so I can start working on them. And we can tie in all of those so they can start working on that as well. So there we go. That is our fabric area. So hopefully once that's built, we'll start generating a fair bit of income. This will take a fair bit of workers to get going. So if we have a look at these factories, right? This one takes 100 workers. And generally, it's an 8-hour shift. So a 24/7 operation would be 300 workers to run at full capacity. And similarly, these are 80. So it's 80, 160, 240 times 2, 500, 800 workers to facilitate this. Now, we do have 800 workers, but not in any kind of shape. Look at this. Look at this. What is this saying? It's only that one area. I'm kind of wondering if we put something in here. So anyway, 800 workers. 800 workers is a lot, but maybe the expansion in this area will give us the ability to sort it out a little bit more. Winter is coming, but as you can see here, we've kind of covered what we wanted to cover. Let's quickly clean out this. Just want to not get rid of road connection. Like so. Yeah, very cautious not to kind of disrupt those things. Okay, excellent. That's pretty good. That means I can close this out and close that out. So that should work. Is our water... Yeah, water is doing its thing. Everybody should have water. Everything should be working. We do need to get a few things going. Actually, maybe while this is underway... Let's get the crews in to just do that section as well. We don't need this area active at the moment, so that'd be pretty good for us to just do that as well. Excellent. That is good. The next part of this, yeah, we can tie it in through here. So let's get the next section of asphalting done. So I'm going to try and hug that. Come on. There we go. So there's a through connection there. And then we'll probably get, yeah, another through connection somewhere like this. There we go. Okay, so now we can probably get the other areas going here. Though we don't have a pathway for workers to get there. So we do need to be cautious about that. So can we find a pathway? I think we can. Don't want to really split that up. There. Oh, okay, hang on. Let's trim that back a little. If we were to run a little pathway through there, can we really not get it through? Come on, get it through. Okay, it doesn't want to get through there. Can we get... Oh, we can. We can get that pathway going. So let's do that. Get that connected. So we'll continue to have workers in here. This is going to be the bypass route. Yeah, they'll still be able to cross over here. So that's going to be fine. Now we can make a start on the rest of our asphalting. Do we hold off a little bit with it? Oh, look at that. Oh, no, they're still busy. They're still busy over here. That's fine. There's a lot of work going on. And we probably need to start thinking about maybe an extra fuel station, maybe somewhere over here. And again with the pollution warning, I understand. But I'm keen. The construction is going really well. Using our workers. We do need to start building some of these things so that we can... This should theoretically, all of this should now be workable. Let's buy ourselves a little ambulance here as well. That's okay. We need a kindergarten in this area, so let's get a kindergarten going. It's over here. Just a small little kindergarten. Yeah, right in the middle like so is probably just fine. Oh, actually, I don't want it there. We need to leave room for a potential warehouse in here. Let's see what that would look like ever so quickly. Something small. So we could do this as a warehouse, right? So if we do that, there's room for a pathway to go through here. Is there then room for a kindergarten, is the question. I think there is. I like it. I like it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So we've got a kindergarten and a warehouse there for future proofing. And then we can start building some bigger stuff over here that's going to be served by this. We need some sporting facilities, maybe a nice little sports hall or something in this general spot right here. Plus, we need a little bit of cultural enjoyment as well. So let's quickly pop in here. We get something for sports. I want something indoorsy. A sports hall. That might be a little bit too big. Maybe a smaller sports hall. They're all pretty big, actually. We've already got this one actually pretty close by there. So maybe we don't need sports hall in this area just in general. An indoor swimming pool could actually work in here. Let's see about culture. Ooh, I like it. Come on. It's so close. It's just not going to work, though. A house of culture is a bit smaller. A library. I think I've got other cinemas as well, right? I thought I had another cinema somewhere. A theater. A public theater, and this is a cinema. Let's give this one a go. Yeah. No? It'll work. It'll work. It was just about to work. Yeah, there we go. We're going to do that cinema right over there. That's fine. We'll do a statue of sorts as well. Let's see. Which one? No, that's a big one. I've already got this one. Got these. Got most of them, to be honest. Is there anything here that's a reasonable size? I just want maybe something like that one. What does this actually do in terms of? Yeah, it's not a massive one, but what I'll do is I'll kind of place it over there so it looks nice. Got a little bit of something there. We'll probably need to do one more over here as well. Maybe one of the standard ones. No, I want a little bit of a broader range, to be honest. I want bigger range. Yeah, we're gonna just do this one again. Up against the so there we go. So we've got a little bit of a town center starting to develop in this area. So lots of construction items needing to happen, but we can probably start some of these construction items as well. There's a lot of construction work underway now. So what we'll do, probably end the episode, to be honest. We're almost there. So that's it. Oh, what we still need to do, just to finalize this area, we do need to understand that we need power, and we also need well, power is kind of we've kind of got power ready to go. Let's just not mess around too much. Where all of our road connections need to go? There. So power could go in here. Water substation and sewage collection could all go into this general area here. So let's quickly see about that. So get ourselves the sewer first. So we need a sewage tank, which this is great. This will work a breeze. Just give me levels. So if we were to do sewage treatment, I'm kind of wondering if we do sewage treatment over here, so we can run this sewer system over this way. And then we can discharge clean water over here. It's kind of something that I'm interested in doing. Maybe that's the plan. maybe that's something for the next episode to make a start on. So if I do, let's say sewer over here, that's going to be fine. We want to also do a bit of a water substation. Water substation, we've got some from that side, but we may have to do a better new water system over here as well. So maybe we will have to have a bit of a look of getting water. You know what? I'm going to flip it around, because ultimately I think we want to do it like that. We'll bring in water from that side, whichever way we do it. We'll do that. And the final one we need is a power substation in this area. And then we've got pretty much everything we wanted to do here. And that'll be all. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Let's just do that. That's going to be brilliant. Okay, now this road is not quite done, but when it's done, we'll do the little paths. I like the fact that all of this construction is underway. We'll have some roads here to kind of asphalt this up, because the asphalting is, we need to make the asphalt happening as well. There's just too much going on at the moment. We need to hold off just a tad on some of this. That's why some of these things aren't connected to build yet. But there we go. That's kind of this. Okay. That gives us, so we need to kind of figure out where we're going to get this water and power and stuff to come from. Oh, well, the power we know, but we're going to have to figure out where we get the other items to come from, which is part of the game plan. What's this guy looking like? Yeah, it's not too bad as long as we're holding 90. But what's our population is not great. So I'm hoping that when we get this going, we'll kind of circumvent that a little bit. Now that the heating station is up and running, can we have a look at the pollution? Yeah, pollution in this area is pretty tough. Pretty tough in that area, so we definitely don't want to get any closer. Oh, we can use prisoners, of course, right, to do some work. So we'll have a look at that. Yeah, we don't want to get any closer there. Probably gonna, maybe we can hug here with a few buildings, but it's gonna be an interesting build nonetheless. Although this is gonna slowly getting done. Excellent. Okay, good. Now, in the last few moments, there's gonna be a lot of waiting happening. In the last few moments, I just want to have a bit of a look at our. We could do some kind of utility hub here, like fuel and technical services, and maybe distribution center and something in here. But we do need to have a bit of a look at what we're going to do with our road connection. So we're currently running here, which I think is appropriate, right? Running here and then passing through that way. This is a bit of a fraught section. We could look at, apologies, now it's dark. We could look at a bit of an interchange here and then cross this path that way. But then, of course, we won't be able to do the piping through here. And then we could run that way as well. So we could do a bit of a split here. And then, but this will be a bridge. These will be bridges too, though. So we could do this, run it around here, maybe bridge across some of these sections, run it straight through the middle, split it here again. And then we could actually even run a little something around here, a smaller section of road we could run around there. Let's just see where this is at. I'm a little worried about some of my buildings. No, this should be fine. Yeah, here you come. Come on, make a move. Yes, excellent. We've got the quicker one to get here a little bit earlier. Yes, excellent. So that kind of stops it already. And then the next one, yeah, it wasn't even here. Nice, but that's good. I'm happy that's all happening. Yeah, so we've got, you could just maybe do a road that runs through that way. This one could maybe just loop around that way, and then our main highway goes up here. Okay, so maybe let's see about running that a little bit. So we'll extend that a little bit, and then we'll end the episode. Actually, I should probably just do it from the center. And we'll switch on the levels. So we'll do something like that. Okay, stop there. Let's see where our center line here should go. We would like a center line road here. And a center line road. Actually, this will need to go through here. Yeah, ultimately that's going to be a challenging to deal with, getting that center line through there. So in order to kind of tie in with that, we'll slowly start going into this general direction here. Okay, so if we're trying to connect these up, there we go. And we'll trim this one back just a tad. Like so, and then we'll try and tie in this one. It's raining. Visibility is poor. Oh my god, where? There we go. And we'll tie that one in like so. So that's our center line. I like it. I'm thinking that goes fine. We can do a bit of an interchange over here to kind of tie in with whatever this area and bridge would be. Alternatively, we can do it here and run it through the middle. Yeah, that might be better, and go into the town, through the bridge on that side. Yeah, let's do that. So let's see. Okay, so we'll do that, and we will do there. That I want to bridge that road through there. So we'll see about tying that in. This one will then tie and go that way. Yeah, that's going to be our road connections. So this is our immediate road network in the area. We can do tons of stuff with this still. Let's quickly have a look. Okay, this is done. So let's quickly tie in these things so they can start constructing. We do that. There we go. That can all start. We'll need a bit of a road. I'm thinking a road like this. Nah, let's just do asphalt. If we do this, can we tie in there? Alternatively, we do that. And we do this. Yeah, I think that's probably okay. Let's do that one. We'll tie this one in over here. What I am a little bit worried about is fire connectivity here. So we might build a new fire station over here. Yeah. We've got multiple places where this pathway that I envisage can't actually go. So we'll need a little bit of a pathing system. But I'm kind of tempted to get another fire station in this area. So where you build a little... but what we need to bear in mind is that we won't have heating for this fire station. But that's okay. I think we're going to do like the rural fire station situation. Just so that we've got that covered. And even though it's... I want like a single vehicle fire station, really. So yeah, it'll have everything it needs. So there we go. So let's get a fire station over here. We want something pretty close by. We also need fueling, but I think fueling will go in this area. We don't want it too close. And then what we want to do is start working on our path network. We'll do that. So we can do this, right? Can we just tie it in over there? Or we just tie it in. I think we'll just do this. There we go. We'll do pathing this way. And this side should be walkable, I think. Pretty easily walkable. Yeah, easily walkable that way. So let's just do that. We'll get that pathing going. This one is maybe a little bit tight. And then this one will be walkable as well. So that's our area, guys. I'm going to leave it there. 54 minutes. On this episode. Again, it's a little longer. I'm kind of thinking 45 minutes to an hour per episode. So things are moving pretty quickly. Let's have a quick look at what's going on over here. Yes, okay, so everything here is ready for us to start expanding our area here. So that's going to be the plan. It's going to start snowing soon. Hopefully this is not too far away from being done. And then I think we'll continue to plan out our road network, our larger area road network, and maybe how we're going to treat this pollution. We can make a start on grand monuments now that we've got some of that, and we'll continue to do the pollution filters thing as well, just to try and manage pollution a little bit better. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Please hit that like button, leave some comments, tell me what you think we should do next or where I'm going wrong. See you next time. Bye-bye.